battle in your hands. How dare you take our prince from us? How dare you parade around this abomination?
Stand down, Voss. No Githyanki will ever be free if the Netherbrain sparks the grand design.
Mother Gith, hear me. Yis Githga Tavki Krashet.
Time slows to a crawl while he scrutinizes you. In his eyes, his people's past and future, fighting as he tries to understand the true path, the right path. The weight of responsibility heavy upon him.
The enemy of my enemy is no friend to me. But I cannot let the Ghaik Empire swarm the astral plane. I will spare you. In fact, I will help you. But when the brain withers, so too does our alliance. It will not just be Vlaakith that hunts you once the embers of battle cool down.
Thank you, Voss.
Spare me your thanks, Asharnak. Now go. I stand at the ready.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it traveleth. Friends. This mind flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
Never thought I'd be fighting alongside a mind flayer. But I'll fight with you. With magic.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
You may have changed, but my debt to you still stands. The Iron Hand Gnome's firepower is yours to command. Just show us where it's needed.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times. Today, it is mine to wield.
And I hold her sword.
I made some improvements to Ramesses' arcane artillery. Give the word and the sky falls on any who stand in your way.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hellrider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
I want my city back. And I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done. My people have never hunted a monster this large. They are eager to join the fray.
All the strength of the lands we healed flows through me, and from me to you. No matter what form you take.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Balduran's grace be with you.
You feel a tickle of mirth in the Emperor's thoughts. If they only knew the truth.
I should speak up.
I wouldn't be here.
Never thought our first meeting would land us here. Hopefully this time.
Swift and lethal.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. there's another way in.
Eager for battle.
No one back home will ever believe this. Breathe deep and move.
Fall back! Fall back!
Matthew!
Leave him be! We have to keep running!
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer!
It's over.
There's a glimmer of something beyond his words, but in a moment it's gone, consumed with fear.
One last run, then we're clear!
Dragons overhead. Stay low. The pride of the gate. Let's get going. Light on my feet. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
sacrifice in hell.
Will you break?
Ahead.
I got this. I will ascend.
This is my time.
Where to?
All right. What now? How much farther can I go?
Looks like part of the nether brain. Someone needs to be higher up to climb it.
Not here.
Find somewhere higher up.
In position.
I will ascend.
This is my time.
Ready for another round?
On the victor's path.
I am fury. I am death.
Battle favors the fearless.
Another fight. Let's go. Still on my feet.
Victory awaits.
Battle favors the fearless.
Tactical.
is the crown. The very thing that has been amplifying the Netherbrain's power. And the very place that we will be able to dominate it. That's where we should use the Netherstones.
Shit! That can't be good.
There you are. The hatchling who rejected a queen. The fury of a vermin. The pride of Baldur's Gate. You are spectacular specimens. And you will make spectacular thralls.
This is my time.
Go time. Swift and lethal.
No holding back.
victory awaits.
Dominate!
Want another?
Despite everything.
No holding back. Nothing will stand in my way.
Press on. Get to the crown. Cast the spell. Do not let these enemies distract you.
Cassandra.
Bye forever, pal.
This is it. Protect your alleged ally while they cast the spell.
Victor's path. Execute.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
You feel it, a sudden shift. The brain is weakening, its grasp of itself slipping. This is your chance. Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
Feeble resistance. Absolute freedom.
Its will is weakening. Let's finish this.
This is it! Its will is weakening!
Execute.
taking position. It's time! We destroy the Netherbrain and end the Grand Design!
Battle favors the fearless. A bright idea.
Subdued. At last. This is its death rattle.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute!
This is it, soldier. This is what we fought for. Time to end this thing.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Karlach's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
No more tadpoles, brain. It's time to die.
I must Obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn lithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Take a moment. Savor our victory. Long may the coast winds carry our names. My powers, they're draining. Just like Mizora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things. The city will cheer us, but it is the triumph itself, the very smiting of evil, that should lift our hearts.
parasite. It's withered, dead along with the Netherbrain. I am cleansed. I will never be a filthy geich. Only mild offense intended, of course. You did the unthinkable, and I'm grateful for it.
It's all right. I knew what I was doing.
And credit where credit's due. You saved us. You saved this whole city.
I did, didn't I? I saved the fucking world. And I think I might live long enough to tell the tale too.
Skvar! You may have succeeded, but I have failed. Gith's son is dead, and Vlaakith has abandoned me. I will be hunted by her Inquisition to the ends of the world. I must leave. I have nothing more to gain by being here. You, my ally, my peer. It will be a restless life while the false queen reigns over my people. But a life nonetheless, and a free one. Yes, I will stay. My destiny is for neither Vlaakith nor Orpheus to decree. It is mine. We fought well together. I will gladly fight with you again. If not the Astral Seas, then here, and wherever else we go.
Now there's a sight to see. Not that I'll miss them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smouldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Chiontha. Perhaps that's the best place for it. Away from the meddling of mortals and Mystra alike. It's not exactly the outcome Elminster hoped I would achieve, but it's the best I could do with the time his charm bought for me. I feel the faintest pricklings of hunger from the orb already. It will not remain under the sway of his spell forever. If there's one thing I've taken from this adventure of ours, it's that some things are best left well alone. That crown being one of them. Such a force of destruction deserves to rust in a watery grave, and I've no intention of diving down to salvage it. No. All I want now is a meal, rest, and perhaps a nightcap to round it all off.
Revelry? A grand notion. We've earned the right to an indulgence or two. But I leave the final call to our esteemed leader.
Perhaps. But I fear it would take an entirely fresh start to mend the ills of this place.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was.
Every geich is an abomination. Maybe you're an exception. Maybe.
I will miss you too.
Now that you no longer live in each other's minds, it's hard to tell if the Mind Flayer is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh, no. Oh, God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Astarion! Gods, what a horror. To feel the sun on your skin for so long, only to be forced back into the shadows.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire, no Death God's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate. Six months have passed since you defeated the Netherbrain. And since then, you have seen more of life than you ever thought possible. You are greeted as a savior, a champion, a hero. But sometimes you feel like something else entirely. An adventurer, a traveler, a survivor. You faced down the gods. You thwarted the grand design. Anything seems possible. But before you can write the next chapter of your story, you must end this one.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
I cannot remember. I heard the Ballad of the Endless Spring performed. Now there's a ditty worthy of an... You made it! Now the revelry can truly begin. You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now our paths cross once more. Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oak Father has been kind to me this past while, yet I cannot forget the bond we all forged together. It is one that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day. Well, I am not normally given to imbibing, but this is a special occasion, and I believe our dear Withers procured a fine honey mead as part of the celebratory victuals. Even the most ascetic of nature's servants would be tempted by such an elixir, but that can wait. Your company is what truly drew me. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing. In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together. In a manner of speaking, yes. Though it is a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. True balance is no simple, fixed thing. I see that now. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of. As am I. I may age more slowly than most, but I do believe I've gained some new laughter lines of late. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake. I am all ears, though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image. You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else. Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. To make a child smile is to dabble with... I spend half my days in ursine form. The children do... I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creation. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because as did I, but somehow... Amazing what can be on occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence. By all means. I could get used to this. Before you go, I have something for you. Just... Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in... Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends, just a token to remember me by. Now...
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over.
It truly is splendid to see...
Gods, I smell like a seven... Withers yanked me from Avernus with my blade halfway through a Cambion's belly without so much as a chance at washing up. I'll forget all that. By the stars, the Hell Hunt's no mere duty. It's a thrill. I don't suppose you'd indulge me. Yes, but just the one. You want to hear about the Amnitsu at the Styx? The three-tusked Orthon? Or the invading Goristroy? Not just a pair, but a pack. Demonkin with no business. At least, until I caught their eye. I wasn't the hunter anymore. I was the hunted. Good thing for me, I'd learned every Goristro's weakness. They tossed a handful of gold pieces and they scattered. A flop slit their necks for good measure. The damn things may be stupid, but they're sturdy. And I wasn't in the mood for nasty. I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear. I won't lie. Losing the Eldritch Blasts and the Hexes took some getting used to. So I stoked new fires in myself using the lessons my father once taught me. Go on, the night's young. Or waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on down.
There's something strange in your old friend's mouth. What is it? Scratch barks merrily, and he seems excited in a way you recognize. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism. He whines. Let's talk. More throw.
Soldier, how glad I am to see you again. I'd started to wonder if I ever would. Honestly, never better. My life is so rich now, so multifaceted. I've wanted to share it with you, but maybe I was scared. I've changed. Stubbornly yourself, aren't you? For example, my favorite food used to be mutton chops. Do you know what it is? I thought I was good at cracking skulls, but I've made arrangements with a healer in the city. When a patient, they can go as nature intends to take them, or when they're ready. When I consume their brains, I am nourished by much. I've lived hundreds of childhoods, first loves, marriages, feuds and friendships. I remember them all. Thanks, soldier. It's good. Enjoy the night. It's good to
imagined we'd nothing but allies. I always told myself. Seeing you brings me even. Were it not for you, I might not have. I found new allies now. We've heard word of a Githyanki outpost hidden deep in Chult. The last of Vlaakith. We mean to slay every last Sarth in Kithrak. I thought perhaps you'd care to join us. You always did have a great fight. Now go, mingle. There is plenty of time yet for slicing.
So you made it! I wasn't sure our withered... And you're looking more delicious. Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders. Ah, so it's the healthy glow you... But I'm glad to see the world has treated you. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends. Exactly what I feared. Without the protection of our little friends, I'm sorry I didn't seek you out that night. I felt... But time lent perspective. It wasn't your victory, it was ours. And for all I've taken a turn. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it. Yes, but you say all sorts of things. Honestly, I don't even listen half the time. It has made for a nice change, though. Well, I do try to inspire a little terror. I'm still me, after all. I did at first. I spent too long defined by what other people did to me. The choice... This is who I am. In all my glory. That being said, I haven't completely given up on return. But until then, we've had quite... From the moment I first threatened you, I knew I will miss our time together. See you later.
Magnificent.
Very well.
Oh, right. You. Hello. You helped Mr. Dekarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right? That doesn't sound like him. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able. If you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities. We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to... Ta-ta, darling.
Well, well. Professor Gale Dekarios of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. I did offer, however, the Blackstaff insisted I couldn't teach every subject. Nor could the simulacra of myself I offered to... So I've settled for teaching the art of illusion. Magic to confound the senses. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. Or the fear of Mystra. She sought me out. Not long after, we went our separate ways. And assured... Of course, it's still in there. A constant reminder of my former hubris. And I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils. Still. Oh, they try their best, of course.
The cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned? Quiet is not always peace. That much I can vouch for. I've told my students plenty of tales about our... I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you. Excellent. Of course, you'll be most welcome to... My apology. It will give us plenty of time. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to...
Ah, my dear friend. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post. Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house... I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't... You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think? Me? It's all Volo. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, your success really has... But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice. You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another. Perhaps before I was banished to the fugue plane, I had song prayers coming out the proverbial...
Musical prayers were once offered to Melil, Lord of Song. A mine.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid. You know. Finally! The scribe picks an adventurer of substance. Fantastic.
From all over the world.
Reunited with friends amidst nature. What more could I wish for?
This one night is like thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time it requires saving again. How thou givest thyself so little credit. Thou gavest what it was possible to enjoy the revelry of the day. Now, what indeed? The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you. There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.